I'll let Chaim and those guys explain that, or John Henry, whoever. I'll let them explain that. I'll let them explain it. If they ever want to explain it, I'll let them explain it. They don't have to.
When Mookie said, I'll let Chaim or John Henry answer the questions of what didn't happen, it's the difference between being the player and the face. Now, you can be a player all you want, but when you become the face, that's when things can get a little weird. So if you look at Yaz, he's from New York. You look at, Matt Siegel is from New York. A lot of star players in Boston are from other places. And so what usually they end up having to do is answer questions about Boston to people who are not in Boston. And Mookie Betts was one of those guys who said to himself, because you can tell, I want to be in a place so that way I can give positive answers from my perspective to those who ask. This isn't about the people of Boston. This is about the economics of Boston. Okay? So if Mookie Betts is the face of the Boston Red Sox, that may not play for some people, and that may be why you don't necessarily want to delve out hundreds of millions of dollars. Because remember the narrative when Mookie was looking at the money. He's worth, that's too much. There's no way I would pay him that much. Really? You don't physically pay him, and look what he's doing now. Mookie was willing to be one of the faces of this city and of this area, and it didn't happen, and it hurt. Well, here's the other part of it, is Mookie Betts has a traveling documentary crew with him. And Mookie talks about the reverence that he has for Jackie Robinson. Watch how this ties together. Last team to integrate Major League Baseball?
The Red Sox.
Boston Red Sox. Was it with like a Larry Doby type or Jackie Robinson type? No, it was Pumpsy Green, probably a utility fielder at best.
Yeah, and also, KJ, not to cut you off, but the Red Sox had workouts with Jackie Robinson and Willie Mays and turned both of them down. So
right.
Imagine those two guys with Ted Williams.
Well,
just saying.
but it really does come down to who you choose, right? And if really your history says Pumpsy Green, George Scott for a little bit, Jim Rice, and I would even challenge some just rhetorically, where is Jim Rice's field located, right? Like if you don't know that, and in fairness to Rice, there were a lot of great black baseball players that Major League Baseball were pushing that were a little bit older than Jackson, Winfield, some of those guys that were getting more push. He should have gotten a bigger push by the league as one of its superstars. It didn't happen. But Mookie Betts was 1 or 1A to Mike Trout. Now, when Ohtani comes, maybe you say, okay, Mookie's in that top 3, but he's in the conversation and he's the face and he's part of the marketing aspect that goes on. And it also would put a B on a stamp of it. And by that not happening and then him going to the Dodgers, there's a perspective that he may have that almost kind of like, gosh, did I just get Pumpsy Greened by the Red Sox?